I'm sure you know by now how much I love the angels and angel stories. But the story that I'm going to share with you in a moment is better than all of the other angel stories that I've shared with you so far. So when we come back, we are going to hear the story about how the angels stopped time. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer. And in addition to helping you heal your heart from all forms of abuse and trauma, I also have the wonderful joy of getting to speak with the angels because I'm a clairaudient angel communicator. So I spend all of my day interacting with these beautiful and beneficent energetic beings. And this morning was no different. So what you have to understand in order for this story to make sense is that we are under both a wind advisory and the street where I live is having some water sewage replacement going on. They're redoing all of the pipes. Apparently they were corroded or leaking or what have you. So they're digging up the whole street. In addition to the letter that we got telling us, hey, your street is going to be under repair for the next month, we also got a notice saying, periodically we're going to need to shut the water off, but we will let you know. Not only will we let you know, we are going to give you 48 hours notice in advance. Well, the first day they were on the street, it was so noisy. Oh my goodness, I could barely hear myself think. And you knew they were out there working. But as the week has gone by, they've gotten quieter and quieter, and it led me to believe that, well, perhaps they got called over to another street, or they really weren't able to do the work for whatever reason. But on Wednesday, we had gotten a notice that the water would be shut off from 9 a.m. until 2 on Friday. However, last night, I said to myself, gosh, I wonder if they're really going to keep to that schedule since it's been so quiet. Perhaps they haven't been able to get to the place where they need to turn the water off. Let me go out and look at that notice one more time. Well, I can see the notice from my front door, so I open the door and I poke my head out. There's no notice. And I thought to myself, oh, that must have been the angels telling me, don't worry, you don't need to get all your stuff done before 9 a.m. The water isn't going to be shut off. So I'm saying, okay, kind of wish they would shut it off and keep this project moving, but that's fine. Whatever is happening is what's happening, and I'm just going to roll with it. And double-checked again. Make sure that notice is no longer out there telling us that the water is going to be shut off. I look around, that notice is nowhere to be found. Now remember, I'm just poking my head out the door. I'm not going all the way out onto the sidewalk to look. So, shut the door, go to sleep, wake up, and instead of getting dressed and immediately going for my walk so I can get my shower in and be ready to go by 8 instead of 9 or later, I just kind of feel, oh, it's cold and I'm not sure I want to go yet. Let me meditate. Oh, I really should answer that email and that text. And oh, goodness, let's do these other administrative tasks before we take our walk. So by the time I'm heading out the door for my walk, it's already 9 o'clock. Well, I take only a few steps out the door, and I see to my left a notice on the ground. I look at it. It says, Department of Water and Power, letting you know that your water is going to be off from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. I think to myself, oh my gosh, I'm about to go on my walk, and I really like to walk vigorously and come back pretty sweaty, and I really need to take a shower. Now I say, okay, angels, what should I do? Can you give me time to do this walk and just hop in the shower really quickly? And they said, we can give you an hour. Now remember, it is already 9 o'clock. I usually walk for an hour. I thought, okay, I'm just going to go the shortest walk that I can that will still really get me invigorated and let me feel like I'm ready to start my day. And I'll be back as quickly as I can to hop in the shower and throw on any clothes that I can get my hands on, just so I can be finished by 10, because the angels told me, you've got until 10. Now, I knew I didn't have my first meeting until 11. So all of this dilly-dallying that I had done in the morning was because I didn't really feel all that rushed. And now suddenly the pressure is mounting. So I start walking. And I'm walking and walking, and I'm really beginning to feel good, and I'm just thanking the angels and getting so grateful for the birds and the beautiful plants that are sharing this walk with me, and I'm just filling up with joy and just feeling good. And now I'm on the return leg of my journey. They gave me this brilliant insight about abuse, and you can certainly take a look at that. That's a YouTube short. But they gave me this brilliant insight about abuse and the elements of an abusive relationship, so I'm really on a high. I cross the street back, so I'm on my side of the neighborhood, across the busiest street that I need to encounter, and I start thinking, oh, what should I do? Again, asking the angels. I can do the long route, or I can just cut it off here and get back to my house and in the shower even more quickly. And I hear very distinctly, you need to hurry. So I'm like, okay, I am really putting on the speed. I am going as fast as I possibly can. Run in the house, grab some clothes, jump in the shower, get out. I'm drying off, put some moisturizer on. I'm dressed, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. I lift up the faucet handle, no water. And I think to myself, darn, but at least I got my shower. I can wait to brush my teeth. It won't be so great, but that's okay. And then I hear, go check what time it is. 9:58. Now remember, they told me, we can give you 1 hour. I don't know whether I was out at 8:58 or whether it was really 9, but I do know that they allowed me to go on my walk, to receive this beautiful insight from them, to hop in the shower, to get dressed before the water that was supposed to be cut off at 9 a.m. was actually turned off. This is the beauty and the benefit of working with the energetic realm. Your challenges are not going to just disappear, but every circumstance in life is going to be easier to navigate. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling powerless, if you're feeling as though you just don't know where to go to find the answers, I invite you to come into your heart and to begin cultivating a relationship with the angels and calling on them for support. It doesn't matter how difficult it is or how trivial it is. Believe me, it wouldn't have mattered if I wasn't able to get into the shower until 2. I would still have had my meeting and everything would have been fine. But it was so lovely to be given that gift. So if you are hurting right now for any reason, then I encourage you and I invite you to join me on my website, mmhearthealer.com. We are better together, and that's how you can begin healing from whatever is hurting you right now. Together, with the support of the angels. I'm more than honored to guide you into the place where your heart will feel whole and healed. So until next time, I'm sending you all my love and my gratitude.